5. They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You talk about this Titan defense.
And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
The Jaguars had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Hey, Lion, Lion.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Well, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Another toe for ETN.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Take right open, open. Take it to the end zone, fellas.
Now Lawrence to throw. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jags will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Footing always a concern, but the extra points have been good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You look at this Jaguar defense.
They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Levis now on 2nd down.
Wide open receiver complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 59 yards.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and power it in with Houston. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Spears is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
This defense for the Titans, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
These two teams all tied after one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. But to throw again is Lawrence. Flush to his right. And a throw right sideline is complete. Well, they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. ETN trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Bigsby is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. He had a man open, but he missed it. It's incomplete.
That's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? first and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Levis now off of play action.
And it's a Titans touchdown from 6 yards away.
And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Jaguars 10.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Levis.
On the right side, this is Miller. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Off the play fake, Levis.
Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Titans are able to widen their advantage. Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Titans 21, Jaguars 10.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Titan football.
40-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Play action now. Levis. Throw out left, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Titans 28, Jaguars 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now Lawrence. He'll They'll get this off to ETN.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
Now Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
2nd and 10.
And 10 at the 43-yard line.
Levis looking to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 23.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And that will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll go down at the 28. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
Get in right now, boys. 30 left. Hey, I'm gun. Oh, boys, you got this.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with ETN.
They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run with ETN.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Go, let's go. Get 6. Right open.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Miller.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Levis to throw off play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On second down, here's Miller.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Here's a quick throw right side.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Michael Pittman.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is up to 18 now. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Go, baby. Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Like a lawnmower, baby. 11 Agate. Hit pay dirt, fellas. Woo!
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
11. Out there, offense. I want 6, not 3. First down, fellas. Come on, no. Keep it up.
Lawrence on 3rd down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And shutting him off, now open field.
And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Terrible. Awful. Seriously, just disgraceful. This is like watching paint dry.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Lawrence will throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Levis. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Levis. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They go back to the ground now with Miller fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Levis now off of play action.
And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lawrence.
That escapes the sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence.
He's got a man complete.
Down the right sideline.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot
there. And it's incomplete. Was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not